The global power balance is witnessing a dramatic shift. And at the center of it is Donald Trump. The US president has now openly questioned one of the world's strongest military alliances, NATO, calling it a paper tiger, and even hinting that America could walk away. Yes, you heard that right. Trump says the United States is absolutely considering exiting NATO. And this comes at a time when tensions in the Middle East are already at a boiling point, especially involving Iran. So what triggered this explosive statement? It all comes down to the ongoing Iran conflict and the strategic choke point, the Strait of Hormuz. This narrow stretch of water carries nearly 20% of the world's oil supply. And with the conflict escalating, Iran has effectively disrupted global oil movement, pushing crude prices to around $120 per barrel. The United States wanted its NATO allies to step in, to help secure the strait, to reopen global supply lines. But key European powers, including the United Kingdom, France, and Spain, refused. And that refusal has clearly angered Trump. In his words, it was hard to believe that NATO did not respond. He accused allies of enjoying US protection for decades, but stepping back when America needed support. Trump didn't stop there. He sent a blunt message to Europe. Start learning how to fight for yourself. The US won't always be there. That's a massive shift in tone from the traditional US position as NATO's strongest pillar. He even took direct shots at leaders like Keir Starmer and Emmanuel Macron, questioning their military readiness and commitment. But Europe is pushing back. The British Prime Minister has made it clear, this is not our war. Starmer reaffirmed that NATO remains the most effective military alliance in history, but insisted that national interest comes first. And that's the core of the divide. For the US, this is about strategic dominance, global security, and control of critical energy routes. For Europe, it's about avoiding direct entanglement in a volatile Middle East war. Now, beyond the rhetoric, there's a serious legal and political question. Can the US actually leave NATO? Under the original 1949 treaty, yes, any member can exit with 1 year's notice. But US domestic law makes things complicated. In 2023, Congress passed a law requiring a two-thirds Senate approval for any NATO withdrawal, meaning Trump cannot simply walk out unilaterally without political and possibly legal battles. Still, experts warn, even without formally leaving, if the US reduces its commitment, it could weaken NATO from within. And that may be just as impactful. Because NATO isn't just a treaty, it's a symbol of Western unity. If that unity cracks, it could reshape global alliances, embolden rivals, and create uncertainty across Europe and beyond. Meanwhile, Trump has doubled down with a strong message to allies. If you need oil, buy it from the US. If you want security, build it yourself. So what we are witnessing is not just a policy disagreement, but a fundamental shift in how America sees its role in the world. Is the US stepping back from global leadership? Or is it redefining its alliances on its own terms? One thing is clear, the future of NATO and the stability of global security now hangs in the balance.